I'm Dr. Marita Schauch. I'm a naturopathic physician. I have a clinical practice in Victoria, British Columbia, and I work with Preferred Nutrition. And I'm also the author of 4 books, one of which is Collagen Myths and Misconceptions. Adaptogens work by modulating your stress hormones, specifically adrenaline, noradrenaline, and cortisol. So essentially what they do is they help to increase your body's resistance to stress. So they help your body adapt to and cope to the various stressors that you might be exposed to. So one of the most common conditions that I see in my clinical practice on a day-to-day basis is chronic stress. And a lot of us don't realize that our adrenal glands are extremely vitally important glands to keep healthy. So I think why we as naturopathic physicians are seeing so much adrenal fatigue in clinical practice is because of so many of the stressors that we're being faced with. So there's financial stressors, there's relationship stressors, there's also less obvious stressors like the environment, and then we throw in electromagnetic radiation and genetically modified foods and heavy metals, and so there's a lot of different stressors that the body does need to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So the adrenal glands are 2 small glands that sit on top of your kidneys, and they're essentially your main stress responders. So the health of your adrenal glands really determine how well your body's going to function and how it's going to fight disease, fight infection, deal with inflammation, help with your mood. So essentially taking adaptogens such as rhodiola really help to support those adrenal glands to work as best they possibly can and to help increase your resistance to stress and help you adapt the best you can. Rhodiola is one of my favorite stress herbs out there. It's classified as an adaptogen, and so what adaptogens are they are specific herbs that help your body and your adrenal glands adapt to stressful situations. So they essentially help to increase your resistance to stressors all around you. And rhodiola has a long list of research that has proven to help with helping to balance your stress hormones, also help to keep your cortisol levels in normal range, increase dopamine levels and serotonin levels, help to also reduce any stress on the cardiovascular system. And so it's one of those herbs that I do recommend for a lot of my patients if they are under a lot of stress. I do also recommend it because it's an adaptogen. It's also can be used in a preventative fashion to help with any future stressors that potentially could be coming up. So who should take rhodiola? I personally think that everyone actually could benefit from taking an herb like rhodiola, given that we all have varying degrees of stress. And also because it's classified as an herb that's an adaptogen that's very gentle and that is there to help just keep the body strong and help the body deal with stress a lot better. The amount of rhodiola that every person takes really does vary, but anywhere between 250 to 500 milligrams for the average for preventative health, or you can take even higher dosages if you are under a lot of stress. So you could take 500 milligrams and plus. Generally how people will feel when they're taking rhodiola is they'll feel generally more at ease. They won't feel as overwhelmed. Their sleep improves. They're waking up a lot more refreshed. Their energy levels improve as well. If they do suffer from any kind of inflammation, their inflammation goes down. They're able to fight infection a lot better, so they're not catching every cold or flu that's going around as well.